people man no ball now with too much juice. This video long, but just watch am. See, EU don't release another bombshell. The deletion, the RF, the backends, storage. In short, man, I just watch. No forget, help me share this video. Help me share this video. See, you know, go to collect money from European Union, then you know come one, make them tell you the truth. When they tell you time to tell you the truth, you know go here. My people, help me share this video. Don't forget, like and follow my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you now soon. I dey rush somewhere later. Bye bye.
Welcome to Obidati Family TV, the program where una enter and hope alive. Wherever on a day, on a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, make una take am, on a nowhere on a day. We don't come today again, make we bring on our obonge news and analysis of different things so we say it dey happen. And we dey always come up with the election matter to say tribunal never end. Now hearing we finish, obedience should be focused. We get plenty things to talk today for program, especially waiting European Union report talk. And talks waiting the kind news where they come out from there no sweet at all, you know, jail. We will come to that very one, and we get plenty things today for election tribunal where they happen for Enugu. Now plenty things they happen for that, so I will bring on other things so we say it don't happen before then and why the thing get as it be up till now. So with me to do all the discussion for studio, I get Angel where they close by me, and I get Esther where they for studio with me. Esther, greet our people.
Thank you for having me. A new Nigeria is possible.
Yes, a new Nigeria is possible. And Angel, what about you?
Good day, my well-meaning Nigerians, my fabulous, obedient people. Welcome on board. Call your neighbor. Tell and say, hope they are alive. We dey on board. Come with us.
Yes, hope they are alive. Now, so we won't take start time. We no go waste time. We just go straight to the point. So before we start with the major issue, will be the INEC back end, the deletion, the beavers, and the EU report on these things. Make we quickly hear waiting. Esther carry come. He say get one tweet where she read, where she like. And one of the highlights of waiting they happen on this space. Esther, I beg, make you for help us give our people this thing where you talk, say one of our lawyers talk.
Okay, we'll have this one from one of our very own, a senior advocate of Nigeria, Okutekwa. He said Nigeria has a long way to attain nationhood. Many Nigerians who know all is not well with us support the status quo out of despondence. I met a learned friend who is supporting the status quo out of despondence. What we take as normal in Nigeria can cause riots in good countries. Very true. Why all of us know that all is not well. Primordial partisan, selfish tribal sentiments have caged us. Suffering in our country is not an exclusive preserve of any ethnic nationality, but we are too ethnically inclined that we do not see our ways clear. We support those who kill us. Even in an ecclesiastical cycle, we are not faring well. Those who are far from God fight the battle of God for personal selfish interest. We need to do what is right to harvest the fruit of those who lead us well. The level of impunity in Nigeria is alarming. God help up.
Okay, now so our person take talk that is Jibril. And this Nasan will be saying one of our own where they will be say for tribunal they represent Labour Party and P2B. And this thing where Esther just bring now, as he said that waiting I feel talk for inside say many Nigerians are supporting the status quo because they have lost hope. Seriously. But I'm saying that obedience should not lose hope, and that's why Hope Alive, this program is here for everybody. As the country continues to closely observe developments in the ongoing presidential election petition tribunal. But I'm expressing my concern that people their hope is diminishing, and is regarding their desired state of the nation and this government. So it's very, very, because despite the awareness that suffering and poverty do not discriminate based on ethnicity, Nigerians have allowed primitive, tribal and religious, partisan and self-centered sentiment to cloud their judgment on crucial national matters. Nigerians must reject impunity and prioritize what is moral right in order to reap the benefit of effective leadership. Nigerians still has a long way to achieve true nationhood, I believe. That is what that very tweet that she just brought about, because I think Okutepa has nailed it all. That is what I can conclude with. Let's move on to what we have as the major topic of the day, which is the EU's report on INEC back end and data. It's very, very important for all of us at this very point to really focus on what the issues are. And the issues clearly are what is before the election petition tribunal. Obedience worldwide. I don't want us to go outside of this. No matter the circumstances we find ourselves in, we need to be together. Because at the end we now say APC, then don't begin the plan how they go take do rerun. However, I don't know how that their rerun when they talk won't work for them, because what we are going to accept is outright victory. We do not want a rerun. But if na rerun, na him be the one where they done the plan for there, make we come, we go win them again. That one no matter. But we need to be together to defeat. It is when we are together that we can defeat this. So let's take a look. I want us to take a dive into this issue by INEC. That report from European Union is very clear. They are talking about the transparency of INEC, but the presidency seems to be, they disassociated themselves from the report that cost European Union about 17 billion. And we can see, but also APC. But I want you to take a look at that very report clearly. It is saying something about, now, what are they saying in that report, which we have shown to you? That very report clearly states that INEC told the courts after the election that they are going to delete what is in the BVAS so that they could reconfigure the BVAS for governorship election. However, they no do them like that. Why they no do them like that? Now, because of, say, one thing happen and the other one happen. But at the end of the day now, we don't come here say that same BVAS, the thing where the information is collected, both the accreditation data where it collects and the IREV information where they collect, that very something they go for back-end storage. And so even if they finish to reconfigure BVAS, that back-end information, INEC supposed bring and come court. Now, the day came when INEC was supposed to present that very something in court. INEC did not present it in court. The back-end storage and the data that was used, that warehouses everything, this would have clearly shown that whether the result were then announced. So when you ask me, I will say INEC did not defend the declaration of result that they gave. But we go continue with this one. I go bring out the things as it take the hot us and how EU also take Tokam. But make we hear from this Barry Andrews, the man will be say even on the day of election, in commot, that man will give this report. Make, as they proceed to collect information for this very report, that man talk. I want to make we listen to wetin him talk to continue.
Today is election day. My name is Barry Andrews. I'm the Chief Observer of the European Union's Election Observation Mission. And I am calling on all Nigerians to exercise their franchise, to go to the polling units and to vote, to make that choice. We must remember that across the world, democracy is extremely important. The European Union recognizes that Nigeria is one of the most important countries, not just in the region, not just on the continent of Africa, but across the world. And all eyes will be on Nigeria today. Our job as observers of this election is to do, to the best extent possible, an assessment of whether these elections are inclusive, transparent, and credible. And we will issue a statement 2 days after the election next Monday, giving our initial assessment in a preliminary report. On that occasion, we will invite all stakeholders, especially the media, to come to a press conference where we will be open to any questions that may arise. So I want to take this opportunity to repeat that we think this is an unbelievably important day for Nigeria, for the people of Nigeria and for its future. And we encourage you to exercise your vote in a peaceful way, but make sure to go to the polling units. Thank you.
Don't hear how Barry Andrews, the man will be say, na him give this very report, take talk am. So I want make I also tell on say that very final report for BVAS, that is the Election Observation Mission Nigeria 2023, as then take position those things for there. The EU stated that INEC failed to indicate what data was erased from the BVAS and what was stored on the back-end server. Now, so then take talk. They said the BVAS machine deployed on 25th February were used again in the same polling units on 18th March. Between the elections, BVAS was reconfigured, which also include the deletion of accreditation and the results data from the previous polls and subsequent storing of the data on the back-end server. Now, they said that INEC did not inform clearly what data exactly were deleted from the BVAS and what exactly were stored on the back-end server. Now, so then take talk. And the foreign observer group, which these people, INEC, they said lack trust and transparency in assuring relevant election stakeholders that any data erased from the BVAS will be stored on a back-end server. Before the general election, INEC had reiterated its commitments to complete compliance with the BVAS machine in the 2023 election. Political party has warned that deleting the presidential election data could compromise sensitive election information stored from the exercise, which was held on the February 2023. INEC had argued that it would delete and back up the data on a back-end cloud server in order to repurpose the BVAS machines from presidential election mode to governorship election mode. But as all these ones take happen now, we see say even the FCT will be say it no get governorship. They also go to that very place to reconfigure. After they do reconfiguration, the person, one scientist, had been a forensic expert where he can testify for court, where we see for tribunal, the person can talk say, then tamper with the result. But in that way, he take collect the information. Now, what in EU they talk about this BVAS, we say, all that information where they collect, especially the accreditation information, they for the back-end server. The one will be say, even if you burn that tablet will be BVAS, the other information go there for that cloud services. Now, EU will sabi pass us. They tell us, say, INEC suppose bring that very thing come court. Come show transparency. Say, everything where they come out even from that BVAS. See the particular information where they come out and see where it dey for inside the their back-end server. Now, so EU they talk. So the best with the kind money where they spend. That's why the news they go everywhere. European Union, now then they talk, and we need to listen. So I want you make you also check what we don't talk before about these very issues and INEC and how it take they affect us now, because we don't take them severally. If they happen for different states tribunals as we dey talk now, we will get to the one of Enugu, but for now make we face clear, make we also even hear from Angel how she take think am, because I see say her mouth they do muey for the thing. Angel, oh yeah.
My good well-meaning Nigerians and my fabulous, the thing they clear say INEC no do well. As EU talker, na so e be. They lack transparency and trust. Now it make they no one bring the results where they use declare Tinubu winner. They would have bring, if to say they bring that data where they say, okay, oya make una see the results where we use declare Tinubu. Then they go also bring the data from their back end, where be say they promise court say they go save them for their back end. If to say they bring the two, say oya see the back end o, oya make una see the one where we use declare Tinubu, make Nigerians come check am. At least make we say, hey, we don't see it. But this one, they no gree bring am. Instead, wetin they bring their ICT director, wey come sef, come lie on top oath. They give am the paper where they say they save for IREF. He say in their blog. People, if the INEC ICT director say the result wey in snap put for IREF, their blog. Now me and you go fit see am. No be me and you go see am. Because they know from the beginning say na ojoro na im they want to. Na im make they no carry any person come say make it come defend them for that court. Court wey suppose last 2 weeks, it can't end for 2 days. My people, una don't see am say na wayo na im they do Nigeria. They do us. The more we look, the less we see. Mr. Kanu.
Yes, so the more we look, the less we see. But we don't see well. Our eyes don't clear, and we they see koro as they take do am. And we they encourage the judges wey be say dem dey for this tribunal, make them do the right thing. And the right thing to give us our mandate. Na so it take be. We no go take any other thing if no be outside the mandate. So my people, for this INEC only, if you make your comments for the comment section whether INEC suppose bring that very thing, and all the tribunals where they sit now, they suppose bring that log where come from their back end server. This thing where EU they talk now make meaning. Jail it dey well get meaning. Make INEC bring out waiting day for their back end. Make we check whether na the thing where we they see for front na in there for the same back. Now that thing go prove say the declaration wey dem give get meaning. With that one, we go begin the move go Enugu for where INEC go mess up again. And today where the court they see plenty things we dey hear say they happen for there. But before we get to wetin they happen for court for Enugu today, Idoga petition INEC chairman. They accuse the REC of blocking access to the beavers. E get letter where we say then date June 26 where we get, and that very letter they send them to INEC, and INEC receive them on July 3rd, 2023. This very letter, the man remind INEC chairman say tribunal don't fix hearing for this very petition for July 7th. And they tell the man say to allow them access to the machines where they take do this thing. So if you see them for screen, now where this issue starts, and even before that very time, they get order from court, and that very order, they want plenty things where the court wants give them to do. The order of the court granting them leave for the applicants to appear for this very hearing. And now, all the things where they want, now voters register, ballot paper used and unused, spoiled and rejected, tendered ballot paper from EC8A series, anyhow, then column. All the INEC forms, EC8A VP, EC8AS, EC8BS, all the forms where INEC use, and then ask. Full data on accreditation as captured and uploaded by the beavers. Now, all these things, Enugu State them act. And one of in the letter, according to Edoga, following the alleged refusal by of REC to grant the access, a fresh letter was issued on Monday, July 6th, 2023, reminding the INEC chairman of the need to have access to these materials because they really need to prove their case today in court, which is the 11th of July. The letter reads in a part, I want to inform you that in Enugu, the LP is being frustrated from inspecting the beavers' machines, notwithstanding the numerous court orders issued in that regard. The LP candidate, they beg INEC chairman to prevail on the REC to allow his team access to the beavers' machines in obedience to the properly issued order of the Enugu State Tribunal. Now, so it will be. And if una remember, this thing where they talk for Enugu State, no be small thing. As una go see for there, and the letter for this thing be that, as the son where write am, una go see am there. So, what will happen for Enugu State, especially for Nkanu East and our ward, no be small thing happen for there. I go want to make I show now where this thing, the Nkanu East local government of Enugu State, the polling unit, this thing. As when I see them there, from that very central school of war, when I see waiting happen there, just in that very one, accredited voters as announced by INEC, 856. The actual beavers accreditation is 256. The actual beavers accreditation is 256. That's why we are talking about the back-end server. But INEC announced 856. And that because, why did they announce that? Because they have manipulated the results. I will get to that. That is one, on our one. On our two, INEC announced 800 accreditation. 800, and the actual beavers is 200. The people that went to do voting on our 2 is just 200. But INEC announced 800. Why did they announce 800? Look at that total vote cast is 800 because they are making up the number. I will still show you the proof. If you look at PDP vote, you see it's exactly the same thing. LP is on 0-0 at the extreme end. Let's look at Ngolo Owo 3. That is Owo 3. The INEC announced 600 as the accreditation in that polling unit. What you have actually is 200. Total vote cast is the same 600. I need you to understand it. And PDP is giving the whole 600 as usual. LP has 0. Now, I need you to look at Ivory Primary School 004. The INEC announced 548. The actual beavers accreditation is 234. They gave themselves the total that INEC called accreditation, 548, and give LP 0. Central School Owo 3, which is 005, the INEC announced accreditation 572. My brothers, obedience. What actually accreditation that happened there is 172. The actual vote cast, you can see it. They gave themselves the exact same thing. LP on 000. Now, as you can see from this code, at the end of it all, they gathered the total number of votes. As you can see, clearly, you will know that this result is manipulated. Now, let me show you why you have to understand that it's manipulated. This is the EC8A forms in that war. I need you to see it from that village square that we are in. You will see how it is doctored. Now, I want you to observe from the left to the right. You will see that there is waiting in the column myself, that ties 9 day where they snap this. Go to iRev and see it. Hold it here. If you look at this very 954, you can see that it is tippeted. You can see that it should be around 154, which should be around the number of accreditations that happened there. But look at what they did. They tippeted 900. And then you can see that 54 that is down was not tippeted. So it is 154. However, what you see there is 954. Make una ask INEC where this thing dey. Go iRev, make you see the picture clear for iRev. If this one where they show you now no clear. You look at this one when they come out from Mboluowo. That is the code will be 006. Una go see. When you go down, you go see say that same particular polling unit. That what you will see there is that it was also tippeted. Every other party is on zeros. And then you can see that what is in that very middle is tippeted. That Nnamani Ikechukwu that you can see in that very place is a prime suspect. That is the person who signed this. Aside from the Hijal, Elemba Stanley, that happens to the polling unit officer. This 930 is not correct. It is tippeted. It can be seen clear. Go to iRev and check this particular word to see it very clear. That is the argument that is going on at Enugu Tribunal right now as we speak today. Now, we have our one. This is the Central School, our one. The people in this very polling unit can tell you. And as you can see, it's tippeted. Let's take a look at their video.
Yes, they tippeted it 856. As you can see, it's still the same one person, only PDP agents that is always signing. Naimeka. The three, if you check the three results now, not just PDP, now then they sign. Now their agents just they sign. No Labour Party. They not even give Labour Party one vote at all. No APC votes. Only PDP gather. People, can you even imagine it? In the whole polling unit.
The resident electoral commissioner, the electoral return officer, I want to thank you for the able way you have handled things since Monday. In fact, after extending to February 25th, you were so wonderful. But the only little issue I have is about two things. You told us now that Abuja results, that they have brought the number from 30 to 16. Without the yardstick, they cannot on their own bring out a number from 26, from 30 to 16. Where are the yardstick, the criteria upon which their decision were taken? We want to know that. Now, the MU is Kano is presenting another a report now. How come about the manufacturing of the figures they put there? Where did they get it? Is it a free gift of nature? That's what I want to know. Because for the fact that they have failed in giving a good report, the ideal thing to do here is to either to order for a run at that particular local government. There is no basis where you or Abuja, who are not indigenous of Enugu, will on their own determine the result of Enugu. And again, BVAS and if there is RF. RF is like a dictionary to students. If you are in conflict of words, you go to your dictionary and you get explanation. Then IRF, if you're in conflict of the vote cast, you go to the IRF to get direction. If you are presenting figures from IRF, you get accurate figure of what's happened. Not telling someone to come back, go and rewrite this and do this. It is unfair. We are all nurturing democracy. And it is our effort that will make the democracy to excel. Especially now that the people of Enugu have decided to vote. They should be encouraged. That is my view. Thank you.